Uh,
Hi, ma'am. Am I audible?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, you're
Good
audible.
afternoon,
I'm just
ma'am.
sharing my screen. Please let me know once you
Okay.
can see that. So, I will be taking over the presentation.
Okay, you can share your PPT now, ma'am. Yeah, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay. Please just check slides are moving.
Ma'am, first I'll be just introducing you to the audience, and then I'll be giving you and then you can start the session.
Yeah, yeah, just check. Is it moving?
Yeah, it's moving.
Okay.
Ma'am, now you can unshare the screen. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of our educators joining us today for two inspiring CPD sessions brought to you by S. Chan Publishing. This is day 3 of our AI and cybersecurity series. Yesterday, we delved into fascinating world of generative AI in teaching and learning. Today, we continue our exploration with two thought-provoking sessions centered on the powerful role AI plays in education. Our first session is titled, Will AI Take Over Teaching? This session addresses common fears and myths about AI replacing teachers. We'll discover how AI is not here to substitute but to empower, helping personalize learning, streamline administrative work, and unlock creativity, while emphasizing the irreplaceable human qualities of empathy, innovation, and connection that only teachers bring to the classroom. As part of our commitment to Badalti Shiksha, Badalte Shikshak, this session will inspire you to embrace AI as a partner in education, helping you become the change maker your students need. We are privileged to have Dr. Anuja Shukla with us today. Dr. Shukla is a renowned UN speaker at Geneva on AI education. She has trained 45 plus teachers and 500 plus students in AI driven learning, a recipient of the President and Director Medal. She holds multiple degrees, including PhD, MPhil, MBA, MA Economics, UGC NET, and BSc Statistics. With over 12 years of experience and 24 plus publications in top journals, she has won several Best Research Paper Awards and has trained executive at prestigious institutions such as Deakin University, Australia, Liverpool John Moores University, UK, Golden Gate University, USA, and the Swiss School of Business Management, Switzerland. Participants, before we get started, here are a few housekeeping reminders. Participants will be muted throughout the entire session. Please ensure you have a pen and paper to note important information. The chat box will only be enabled during the Q&A round and as required by the speaker. To receive your e-certificate, please fill out the feedback form that will be sent to your registered email ID after the sessions. And remember, the CPD quiz on AI and cybersecurity series will go live tomorrow after the final session, giving you the chance to test your learning and win Amazon vouchers worth up to 25,000 rupees. So stay engaged, keep learning, and get ready to win. Now, please join me in welcoming Dr. Anuja Shukla as she shares her expert insights on the real role of AI in teaching. Over to you, ma'am.
Very thank you. So, a very good afternoon to all the faculty colleagues out there. Please let me know if you can see the PPT and hear me well.
Anuja ma'am, can you please adjust your camera and can you please increase your volume? You are
Am I audible now?
Your voice is low.
Much better?
Yeah, now you are perfectly visible.
All right, so a very good afternoon to all the respected teachers out there. And thank you for taking out time and listening to me. My name is Dr. Anuja Shukla, and I can see all the faculty members coming from all across India. So it's my privilege to be here addressing you all. And I'm sure after this session, we'll be able to understand AI in a much better way. And we will be better equipped as a faculty colleague so that we can prepare ourselves for the new industrial revolution, which is coming up as an Industrial Revolution 5. So, a very, very warm welcome to all the faculty colleagues out there. So, today we wanted to discuss, will AI take over teaching? So, my question here is to all of us, have you ever thought, will AI take away my job? Did this thought ever cross your mind? Looking at the recent news, what is happening with all these coders, have you ever thought similar fashion? Will AI take our job? Okay. So a few of our colleagues are saying yes. Very good afternoon, Jyoti ji. Okay. Sajida says no, AI never replaces teachers. No, this thought never came. Excellent. Few says yes, few says no. Great. Not really. I also feel the same. So, can AI take over jobs? No. But people who are using AI will take our jobs for sure. AI has become a new tool of teaching the students. So, the entire discussion of today's session is going to be how better we can use AI as an assistant so that it enables us that we are able to help our students nurture and grow faster. So I'm sure you would have seen about such devices near about you. Have you seen them? The digital assistants, the Alexa, the Siri, the Google Maps. Have you seen such things around us? Yes. It's a part of our day and daily life. So what are these? These are the digital assistants which are AI enabled. Now, if we have been using AI for so long, then what is the new thing that suddenly has popped up and now we are worried as a education industry. Now let us try to understand how this industrial revolution has begun. Sometimes back we got a new technology, combustion engine, we got telephones, we got the lightnings, we got the aeroplanes, we got the televisions, we got the microprocessors, we got the internet, and we got the artificial intelligence now. So all these technological developments that have happened over a period of time have been a threat to some or other community. Now, what new has come in today's time is the artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is one thing, a new tool which is taking over the entire, education, may it be supply chain, may it be fashion, may it be designing, everything by a storm. So, AI is one of the main driving force of the next industrial revolution, and we are so proud and we are so happy to be a part of this change. AI has penetrated into various areas such as the e-commerce, the internet surfing, the algorithmic trading, gaming, healthcare innovations, cybersecurities, automated technologies. Nowadays, we are trying to get automated cars. We have the transportations, logistics, industrial automation, social media, to name a few. Even as simple as that, your WhatsApp has Meta AI. So if you want to type something, you can quickly go and check on Meta AI in your WhatsApp as well. So now what? Next is what? AI is evolving at a very, very faster speed, and we have AI all around us in our homes. We have smart assistants, we have chatbots around us, we have facial recognition, we have speech recognition, we have the navigation like Google Maps, we have self driving cars, we have AR, VR, the metaverse, we have the unmanned drones, smart homes, and malware detections. In today's time, if we see, artificial intelligence has become a part of our products and services more than ever before we could have even imagined. So, is AI something new? The answer is no. AI, the first time this word appeared was in 1957. This was used by John McCarthy in a conference at Dartmouth where he said a new term which is known as the artificial intelligence, and he's also known as the father of AI. So John McCarthy introduced this term more or less like 70, 80 years ago. Then again, my question is back here, what is new that we are talking about? So let us try to understand AI and how, or what are the things or the discussions around AI. Now, AI is simply a technology that enables a computer or any kind of machine to think like humans. That's why it's called as artificial intelligence. So there's an intelligence which is artificially created among the machines. The machine can think, machine can behave like humans. That's how artificial intelligence is designed to be. But what are we talking about today is generative AI. So where is generative AI in this entire situation? So first thing is we need to understand what is AI. AI is a branch. AI is rather a discipline. Within AI, we have a concept called as machine learning. Machine learning is a small subfield of AI. And machine learning has a smaller field called as the deep learning. Now, within the deep learning, we have generative AI. So within artificial intelligence, we have the machine learning. Within the machine learning, we have the deep learning. Within the deep learning, we have a concept called as the generative AI. Let us try to understand this in more detail. So within machine learning, there are two types of things, supervised and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning is where we tell to the computer what is the data, what is the nature of data, what is to be extracted, what is the result supposed to look like, which is basically more or less into form of some number. But now if you see, the word is changing. the way in which people behave is changing. Now we have more data which is unsupervised. Unsupervised data is some data which we don't know how it behaves, and the computer understands it automatically. We don't tell to the computer about the labels. Now, within the machine learning, we have supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. And within the unsupervised learning, there's a concept of the deep learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning. And deep learning is of two types. One is a discriminative learning, one is a generative learning. Discriminative, you might have heard in the past 2 years, a lot of new programs have popped up which are talking about machine learning, data science. That all the discussion was about the discriminative techniques, which was, so we have quintillions of data. People are spending a lot of time on e-commerce. People are spending a lot of time on social media. So we needed somebody to analyze that data. So discriminative techniques were primarily the forces which were used by machine learning for classifying the data set. For example, if you give a picture, now the computer can explain that this is a dog or this is a cat. That is classification. Now we have generative technique, where if you ask a computer that generate a picture of dog for me, it will generate. So now there comes the role of another terminology which is called as generative AI. Generative AI is a subset of deep learning, and this is what is impacting the education the most. The words that you might be hearing, ChatGPT. So please let me know how many of you are active users of ChatGPT, Bard, uh, DeepSeek. How many of you are active users of ChatGPT? Okay, let's see how many are we have the AI used contents. Excellent. Excellent, superb. So it's wonderful to see a lot of us are using ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, DeepSeek to start with. Now, this what we are using, trust me, guys, you will remember my words after maybe 10 years. We are one of the first users of the AI enabled technology. And after 5 years, the way AI is being used will be a lot more different than what we are seeing today. So, what is that difference? Now, if we give any kind of data, that could be text, image, speech, structured data, or a 3D signal, and you will be able to get some output. Now, this is what generative AI is doing. The applications of Gen AI is tremendous, is huge. We can use Gen AI for generating marketing content, sales, writings. If you are a BTech CS faculty, you will be using it for code generation, not just BTech CS. If you are AI or any Python faculty, you can use AI for code generation, text to SQL. You can use it for image generation, social media designing. You can create your own voices, music, edit videos, create 3D models. You can do gaming, music, biology, chemistry, and whatnot. The possibilities are tremendous. So we still don't know what would future look like with a lot of AI. So generative AI is a tool which is very, very, very useful to the teachers. And we are sitting into a world where we are trying to understand what is this uh, disruption about. This market disruption is about generative AI. Generative AI is a technique or a technology which uses artificial intelligence for creation of images, text, videos, music, and what. So if we see the global generative AI market has penetrated into media, IT, healthcare, automation, BFSI, retail, and e-commerce, and now it is penetrating too much in education as well. If you look at the US generative AI size, it has increased over a period of years and is expected to even increase more. Now, as a faculty, a question comes to our mind how we can use generative AI. So, I'll be using some of the discussion and some of the websites and some techniques to help us understand how we can use generative AI so that it makes our teaching learning process more efficient. Let us try to understand a concept of adaptive learning. Traditionally, the learning was one to one. So there was a faculty, he used to find some content, organize it, edit it, and respond to the students. The faculty was supposed to teach, present the content, and the student was supposed to just stick to that content, understand, and being evaluated on the same content. Now, in terms of the student, every student used to get the same content. If a student was absent, they are left behind. Everyone was moving at the same speed. But one challenge that always face as a teacher is there are times students are not asking questions. So do you also face the similar situation that when you're teaching, uh, students are not asking questions? Does it happens to you that some students are very active, they'll put you a lot of pressure on you for teaching, they'll ask a lot of questions, and then there will be a set of students who might be not so active in the class? Does this problem also occurs in your classrooms? Okay. Okay. So now this problem which occurs that some students in my class, let's say I have to handle a class of 60 students, some students are active learners, some students are very late, then the speed of learning may be slower. So as a teacher, can I leave those students behind? The answer is no. There comes the power of adaptive learning. So what is an adaptive learning? Adaptive learning is an emerging concept, especially with the coming of AI. This has been more and more used in the education now. Here, the instructor decides what to teach. They coach, manage, and engage the students. They get the use of an AI tool. Now, that AI tool could be your GPT, Bard, or any of the other websites that we'll be discussing today. Put those contents and those concepts into a sequential manner, and they adjust the content based on the student's success. So now with the power of AI, we have an option of teaching each student into their own unique way of learning. Some students may like learning by talking, some students may like learning by writing, some students may like learning by practicing. So now through AI, we have that opportunity to teach the students what the way they want to learn. Now, because of this new support system that we have got in the form of AI, the students will get their own learning curve. Some concepts which they already know, they can skip that, and some concepts that they would love to know more, they can go ahead. They can build their own learning plan, which is very important. Each student has the option to learn for their own improvement, which is the beauty of the adaptive learning. Now, what is adaptive learning in a summary? It's a teaching method that uses data to personalize the learning experiences for the each student. So in near future, you will see a lot of AI tools or AI startups popping up. How to, teach the students in a more engaging way so that every student has their own way of meeting the shortfalls that they feel in their courses they have. All right. So without wasting your time, we have done a lot of theoretical discussion. I would like to show you some tools that you can use in your teaching learning pedagogy and engage students in a better way. So I'll be sharing my entire screen now. So this screen will be paused for a second. And I'll be opening a new screen. The idea behind here is to show the possibilities, what AI can do for us. I hope you can see my Google Chrome screen. Please confirm if this screen is visible to you. I cannot see the chat. Can someone please confirm me?
Ma'am, your screen is visible. We can see.
Oh, great. Thank you. Perfect. Great. So there's a website which makes the teaching learning process very, very enthusiastic. So if you are teaching students or if you are teaching the higher education, I've tested this on school students also. And in fact, I've also tested this on the MBA students also. They were also equally engaged into this. The new ways of learning include something like playing games and answering. So let's say you want your students to learn some concepts the traditional way. The traditional way you will give them, you'll take a question paper or you will give them a Google form, which might be very boring for the students. Now, how to engage them? You will realize that the current generation is very, very active, very, very hyperactive. So there's very interesting website called as GymKit, if you'll see, where you can see a lot of games are there. Okay, so I have already created this to save time. You can create at your own pace also. So let's say this is a game I want to use for teaching some concepts. So let me just, so I want to, let's say, teach geometry, whatever, any concept you want, you can create. So you can set the game duration. Now the beauty of this is you can play it in the classroom also, or you can give it as a homework to this student. The moment you give it as a homework to the student, you can say, okay, just practice this and come back and let me know what are your scores, and you can ask them to submit their scores. See, at the end of the day, what we want is the student should be able to learn. You can set the game duration 10 minutes. So I think 5 or 10 minutes is a very not much, not less time. Even you can increase or reduce this. Now you can decide how much energy you want to give to this child per question. If you want their original names, otherwise you can use a nickname generator. And then you can start the exam. Now what happens is, as soon as this starts, it will take some time in loading. You can float this to more than 30-40 students in a class. I am just joining as a player and start game. If you want, you can join with me also. Computer. Yeah. So those who are joining from the computer, please join me in this game. 916260 is the code. You can just log into GymKit and put this code. Now, what happens is, let's say I'll be playing this game. So this is what I'm doing for my student. I'm just playing. So if you see I'm playing and this on this side, my energy level is going down. The points are going down, 1125. I'm standing still, the points is still. As I move, my energy goes down. So it's saying you are low on energy. Okay, let me just play little more. And let's see when my energy goes down. So I'm just enjoying this game. That says you ran out of energy and you cannot move. Click answer questions to gain energy. Now, see, if I want to go ahead and play, the point is I have to answer questions. And when I answer questions, so it's just asking me some question. Are these triangles congruent? If so, by what congruence shortcut? Just give me the name. Mathematics faculty, please help me answer this question. What kind of congruency is this? Anybody would like to guess? I'm waiting for the answers in the chat box. And also, if you are on computer, please join the gym kit game. It will be fun having you here. What is this congruency? SAS, AAS. Okay, we have two different answers. So I'll wait for one more answer. Okay, we got one more answer. SAS. Oh, it's incorrect. The correct answer is AAS. So as a student, I got to know the correct answer is AAS. Fair enough. Continue. It's asking me another question. If triangle JFK is similar to triangle RBG, which of the following statement is true? Please give me the correct answer. You can just say option red, yellow, green, blue. So I'll click that answer. Okay, green, let's try. Correct answer. Thank you, Dr. Shalini. Kranika, right, Silva. Thank you. So I got energy if I want to continue again. Now this question is repeat question. So I'll give 5 or 10 questions and it repeats. Now please understand, my objective as a teacher is to make the student learn. First time they give wrong, but now they remember the correct answer was us. AS, angle, side, and close. So the point is the student has learned 2 answers in this entire game. So my objective as a teacher has been solved. See, ultimately what we want is the student should learn. And then again the energy drops off, again the student goes and answers the question. So this is one technique in which we can use adaptive learning for teaching the student in the way they understand in their language, I would like to say, so that they learn also and they don't feel like that they're learning also. Please let me know if you find this little interesting. Okay, very interesting. Thank you. Now, another tool I would like to show you how the engagement is going up. So anybody stats teacher here, mathematics teacher? What is the difficult part in teaching maths or statistics to the students? What is the biggest or the toughest part of teaching statistics? I'm waiting for responses. Okay, it's interesting. So one thing that we always start statistics with the mean median mode. And trust me, I think that is one of, because it's first time the students are being introduced to statistics. They feel like, what on the earth I'm going to learn and why I'm going to learn. So this is another level of engagement that I'm going to show. So please there's an audio also. In case the audio does not work, please let me know. So this is a method that we have developed as a faculty. So I've developed with one of my developer to make the teaching more engaging for the mean median mode. So I'm just clicking on the button, start mean animation.
Welcome to our mean calculation visualization. Let's explore how to calculate the average from a set
I
of
hope it is
numbers.
audible.
First, we have our data set 2, 5, 13, 22, 47, 79.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you.
The mean is calculated using the formula sum of all numbers divided by the count of numbers. Let us add the numbers together. As we add each number, we notice how they all contribute to the sum of 168. So we write sum is equal to 168 and count is equal to 6. Now if we use the formula mean is equal to sum divided by count, and we substitute the values of sum as 168 and the count as 6, we get the mean equal to 168 by 6, which is equal to 28.
All right, so this was just a 30-second video. And do you feel this is powerful enough to teach mean to the students using a visualization technique? Just 30 seconds could replace probably the time that we take is 15 minutes. And if I give this tool to my students, they can again continue with a new data set and practice. So what happens in the
Let's try another set of numbers, this time
students
with decimal values.
Want more practice.
2.5, 5.5, 14.2, 24.3, 45 and 80.4. We could use the same formula where mean is equal to sum of all numbers divided by count of numbers. Now if we add each number, we notice how they contribute to the total sum of 171.9. With our calculated sum, we can now divide it by the count, which is 6. Using the formula mean is equal to sum by count and substituting the values, we get mean is equal to 171.9 divided by 6, which is equal to 28.65. And there you have it. The mean of our data set is calculated by dividing the sum, which is a total of all numbers, by the count of the numbers in the data set.
So this is
that concludes our visualization.
This is how
on how to calculate the mean. Understanding this fundamental concept of statistics can help you interpret data more effectively.
And practice different other exercises also.
Now that you have learned about mean,
I'll just close this.
we have
Yeah. So what happened is we just learned about mean in less than a fraction of a minute. That's the power of AI. Now, another thing that AI can do is, let's say I have a question, I have a doubt. So that's what the problem that we face as a teacher. That many times the students will not ask us questions. They'll feel shy. What if I ask? What will my classmates think? Now that's the beauty. Where let's say if I give this tool to my student, they can pause it, and there is a chatbot integrated, and we can ask anything from the chatbot. So now, once I take the tuition in the classroom, after delivering my lecture in the classroom, We can give these tools as an aided tool so that the student can learn and improve. So let's say some student is shy, they don't want to learn from you directly, or they feel shy in asking questions in the class, so they can go to a particular place and ask these questions. Now your question will be how you can design that. So I'll tell you, there's a website called as Studio ID. Here, that's a generative AI video platform where you can generate your own chatbots or you can generate your own videos. Okay. Yeah, I'll show you the English grammar example right now. So if you log into this website, of course, you can use GPT for taking the help. So I'll take the help of GPT to help me generate some content. Hi, I want to teach. No, I'll come back to this later. So if you go to Studio ID, there are two options. You can create your own agents or you can create your own videos. Like if let's say I'm creating my agent. So this is my agent, Dr. Shukla, which I created. See, it's very easy. If you spend some 5 minutes here, you'll be able to create your own agent. So I'm just sharing this agent to you in the chat box. And I'm just putting you here in every send meeting group chat here. Now what I did was you have to just upload a picture and then you have to put this chatbot will start working. Now what I do usually with my student is I create my chatbot and I give it to them. And then I say, oh, go and ask any question to Dr. Shukla. Dr. Shukla is very, very intelligent. She's very intelligent. She's always smiling. She's never angry. Like we as a teacher used to get angry at times. But Dr. Shukla is never, never angry. She's always very helpful. You can ask anything from her. So let's say if I want to know, teach me basics of what is noun? Very simple question. What even I don't want to type. There's an option to speak also. So I've given it also already in the chat box. You can play around with this. I'll say, uh, uh, what is noun?
A noun is a word that represents a person, place, thing, or idea.
So you see, such kind of bots you can create and share it to the students. So what happens is the shy students, which we may not be asking too many questions in the class to you, who feel they are left behind, would be able to, come ahead and learn. As faculty, we need to change the modes in which we teach our students so that they start learning in the language they understand. Okay. Uh, thank you. Give me some examples of noun.
Examples of nouns include dog, city, book, and happiness.
Do you find this interesting? I gave you this idea. You can also create your own bot. So just have to spend some 5-10 minutes and you'll be able to create your own bot. Now, do you think, how many of you do you think that if we can package this all together, AI will take over a lot of our work? And what is the third problem that we face as a faculty? So the first problem that we have discussed was lack of engagement. We use the gym kit. Second, we faced lack of interactivity. So I showed you a way where the AI was teaching using a animation, and also there was a chatbot which could answer the question. I have created my own bot and I will give it to the students so they can sit at home and ask any question during the exams and practice. What is the third biggest challenge that the teachers face, and where does your most of the time goes? So would you like to just put a thought on this? When you are teaching and grading, where does your lot of time goes? How much, or let me put it like this, how much time do you invest in checking of the notes copy, or checking of the answer sheet? You can give me a percentage of your life time spent on the teaching, like 10%, 20%, 30%. The time spent on evaluating. Oh, Shruti says 50%, which is huge. 40 to 60%, huge. So I would like to show you a very, very interesting AI-enabled grading tool, which is AI launched by a company called as AI Study Tools, and it is named as EDAPT. Imagine this can grade student answers automatically. So once your students take the exam goes to the AI, and the AI will automatically grade the answer sheets. And then AI will give it to the faculty. Because, as we discussed in the very beginning, AI cannot replace faculty. And then faculty can see the marks given by AI is correct or not. They want to make some changes, whatever. And then that grade goes to the student. Now, what happens is the time that you were actually taking in grading, which was 50% of your time, would be 5% now, because you're getting automatically graded answer sheets. You have to just check that this grading is correct or not if you want to tweak some marks. So the time spent reduces almost by 90 to 95%. So this is how AI is peeping into various aspects. Yeah, you can just check out this website and contact them for the demo. Now, what happens is, if I come back to my PowerPoint presentation, the discussion that we were doing, and a lot of other examples I had, we'll skip them. One more, okay, let me just show you. Is another thing that the students find very boring is learning some terminologies. So this is a very good interactive game. It's coming from a topic called as 4 P's of management. So those who are into the business studies, those who are into the management studies subject would be able to connect to this. The point I'm trying to show you is this can be done for geometry, this can be done for management, this can be done for any subject on the earth. That's how powerful AI is. So for example, I want to know product differentiation is crucial for competitive advantage. It is a part of a product, place, or price or promotion. So I'll just drag and drop. I'm minimizing this product. It's a part of a product. As soon as I put it into the product, if you see, I get 1 score. That means my answer is correct. Now, see, my grading time is reduced to 0. As soon as the teacher is doing this, designing a logo that stands out in the market as a part of a promotion. So I'll just use promotion. Oh, it's wrong. I didn't get any marks. So if we design something like this, the grading time is almost 0, and the student will have fun also. Reset game. Again, it starts from the 0. Designing a logo. Okay, is it a part of a product? Correct answer. So by the way of drag and drop, the student would be able to feel the engagement. That's the beauty of this AI. So there are a lot of new AI tools that are popping up, which are built on the LLMs. Now, in the beginning, I asked you a question, how many of you are using ChatGPT and all those things? So they are LLMs, or we call them large language models. Based on that, new AI tools are being developed, which are changing the way the education works, and they're becoming an enabler for the faculty. It's saving a lot of time, and it's also saving a lot of energy. So what AI can do in education, let us summarize this. AI can do a lot of content generation. It can create lessons plans, quizzes. It can automatically assess the assessments, can grade the test, can give the feedback, it can give personalized learnings. It can give a lot of data driven insights. Also, it can go back and tell to the student how many times you did correct answer, and how many times you give the wrong answer, and you as a faculty can know, which student is uh, working better in what part of the subject or the topic. So teachers now will have more time to focus on higher order teaching responsibilities, because a lot of repetitive or monotonous tasks would be taken over by the AI. My screen size is frozen. Okay, I'll just share again. Okay. So what AI can do is, it can take out a lot of repetitive tasks from our life, and it can make our life much easier as a teacher, so that we have more time to focus on teaching responsibilities, engaging with the students, nurturing them, giving them emotional empathy. What AI cannot do, which is the weakness of AI can write a lesson plan, but it cannot read a room. That means AI can definitely create quizzes, AI can definitely create lesson plans, AI can definitely create a lot of time saving tools, engaging tools, but AI cannot read the silence of the class. AI cannot read the excitement of the class. AI cannot read the emotions of your students. And that's what we began with. And that's why a teacher that uses AI becomes a super teacher. And that's the session all about, how you can use AI to become a super teacher and stay ahead of the game. Whenever we are talking about AI, a very important thing to remember is AI is yet not regulated by the government to a larger extent. So, whenever we are using AI, we should be using it very, very thoughtfully and cautiously. AI governance is basically a set of process, standards, and guidelines so that we are using AI ethically. It's a complementary tool for our teaching and learning process. It helps us in enhancing the critical thinking of us as well as our students. It also may have some biases. Please remember always, AI is coming from a large language model, which is coming from one of the companies. So every company has a different way of responding their LLM. So there may be bias. So if you ask the same question to four LLMs, ChatGPT, BART, DeepSeek, Perplexity, you will get different answers. And always use AI ethically. So even if you are using AI, please remember to disclose that for what parts you are using AI. And thus we can summarize that AI is a tool to be efficient as a teacher. So that was everything from my side to you all. And I would love to be connected to each one of you. I'm just dropping my LinkedIn ID here. Please let me know in case you have some questions regarding to the session. Any questions?
Participants, if you have any questions or queries that you want to ask, you can drop your queries in the chat box. Ma'am will be answering your questions.
In case you have any queries later on also, I'll be happy to take.
So, here is a question, ma'am. Is there any such website for foundational stage students also?
Which stage? I missed your voice.
Ma'am, here is a question. Is there any such website for foundational stage students also?
Yes, yes. So I'll just type here. So there's a website. You can see this is a very powerful website with all the. I think I sent to someone in a private chat. So I will just put on a common chat. Yeah, foundational stage. Yeah, you can use this website. Even you can get your. So what I would suggest is, see, I think that every teacher is unique. If everyone is using GPT, we all will have same answers. How will you become your unique? So we need to focus on developing our own unique content using AI. That's the beauty of this.
And ma'am, here is another question. Can you share the link of the AI tool that grades assessments?
Yeah, I've just shared. Again, I'm sharing here. The AI assessment tool, I think, was somewhere this one.
And ma'am, one more question we have from the participants. Which AI tool is best to teach English grammar?
Duolingo is very good. I'll just type here in the chat box. English grammar, Duolingo, AI enabled assessment.
Uh,
Sent.
one more questions, man. We have like when we'll be using these AI tools, will there be a threat to our personal data being misused?
As of when I say personal data, the personal data, I don't think they will encroach in your computer. But if you are putting your study material there, then yes. Not because of these AI tools, but this all data actually works on a concept of API key. And these all queries go to any of the large language model, which is ChatGPT, Llama, or DALL-E, or Bard or DeepSeek. They record all your content. So not threat to privacy in such, but yeah, we never know what they will do with that data. And yes, everything that you enter into a ChatGPT is recorded.
Okay, and ma'am, one more question we have, like if we'll be sharing these AI tools or like whatever assignments we'll be creating, if we'll be sharing these with the students, will it be safe for the students
Yeah.
regarding the data breach?
Yes. Because yeah, they're not giving any personal data.
Ma'am, here is one more question. Can you present a pedagogy plan, please?
Sorry.
The one of
Better.
subscriber is asking, can you present a pedagogy plan?
Uh, Pedagogy plan. Now I cannot give a general plan. Probably if you can give me a topic or a subject, then I can help you with that. Usually, see, I think now AI has, broken all that traditional pedagogy plans. So what I would suggest is all the faculty, teachers, colleagues joining me here is go to GPT, put your subject and say, oh, tell me a breakthrough way of teaching. So I'll tell you what I do sometimes is if I go to GPT and let's say I have to teach marketing. So I will ask GPT or give me an innovative movie to teach marketing. So it picks up some movie and explains me, for example, for the one of the tool it told me that I should use Three Idiots, and it explains the nature of all those four characters and how it relates to my theory. So yeah, you can use GPT to find better pedagogy for you.
One more question from one of our teacher we have. Which tools do you think can help me as a primary teacher as little children have less attention span?
Yes, this is the actual problem we are facing, that the number one, the attention span is very less, and number two, even they give attention, they don't want traditional teaching. So you can use a mix of tools such as the I showed you is the Studio DID, the AI study tools, and the gym kit. You can create a mix of these three for creating engaging classrooms. So you can ask them sometimes to play games. Some days you can ask them. What one more thing that I do as a faculty is I ask my students to use ChatGPT in the classroom. and ask them to find answers using GPT. So that it is also very important for us to teach them where GPT is wrong. Because if we don't ask them to use it, they will use it for sure, yes, behind us, and they might be getting wrong answers. So, as a faculty, as a teacher, it is our responsibility to teach them this ethically.
One last question we have, ma'am. How can AI be effectively used for especially abled students?
Yeah, this is very interesting question. So as you were seeing, I showed you a chatbot where I was speaking and I was not typing. So tools like this are going to revive the way especially able learned students learn and interact. So I give you my chatbot, right? I'll give you again. So what you can do is just similarly, you can also create your own chatbot, and you give it to the student and ask the student to so I'm just putting here my bot again. Then the student can just, even if they're having a phone, you don't need a laptop, it can talk and learn. And this is going to revolutionize how the learning will happen for normal, for disabled, especially challenged students in a very, very transformative way. So use AI to become a super teacher.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The session was very insightful. The tools that you have shared in this session, I believe these tools will be helping our teachers to become super teachers like our super ma'am. And thank you so much, ma'am, for this interactive session. We have got a lot of insights. Thank you all for your enthusiastic participation during ma'am session. We hope ma'am's insights helped us see AI as an empowering tool, not a threat, one that can help personalize education while keeping the human heart of teaching alive. A big thank you to Dr. Shukla for sharing her extensive knowledge and inspiring us to embrace AI thoughtfully and creatively. And don't go anywhere. Our next session, Teaching Responsible AI, begins at 4:30 p.m., where we'll explore how to guide our students in using AI ethically and thoughtfully. Take a short break and come back refreshed for more learning and inspiration. See you back here soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone.